Congratulations on clicking on this video because you're going to be part of an history. Welcome to the immortal of Mikhail Tal. This is the most aggressive, the most craziest, and the greatest immortal game you would ever find in the history of the chess. There are multiple sacrifices, there are multiple tactics that are going to happen over here, and this is the game where Mikhail Tal sacrifices his queen on the 13th move of the game. This is such a crazy game. We are going to look at it with white pieces is Mikhail Tal, and with black pieces is what is his name? Alexander Koblenz. Yeah, Koblenz. His name is Alexander Koblenz, and he's again one of the tutor of Tal. So what Tal is going to go is for this variation, which is called as Night Off. So they go into this Night Off, and this is very well known line. We are not going to dwell about this. What is this opening and how it is played? It is very well known. So after this development of a pieces, and this bishop has been developed. This it's a question to a white bishop that what is it going to do? This bishop moves back, he plays b5, and as soon as this position happens, Tal gives a smile, and now this is going to be the craziest game over here. And now you would say, Ki, which move is going on? So it's an 11th move, and would you believe that in two moves, Tal is going to sacrifice his queen? This is where craziness begins. Tal smiles and immediately plays e5. It's an attack on this knight. It's an attack on this rook. But wait, can't I just play this move? Now, as I said, it's a 12th move. This is the 13th move. And Tal here is going to sacrifice his queen. Sacrifice his queen. Okay, first of all, if you are scared of Tal and you won't take this pawn, sorry, you won't take this queen, then anyways, if you are going to take it, you're just going to lose a piece, right? So you have to accept the sacrifice, right? So this is what happened in the game. So he accept the sacrifice. Tal took with the bishop. This is an attack on a rook. So this guy protected with this, also laying a tactic that if Tal plays something stupid like this, it's a check over here, and now you are going to lose your bishop over here. So this is you got to notice this. So this is what he laid the tactic, but Tal is not going to fall for this. What in this position is Tal needs to play a something move which also protects this pawn and also creates some sort of threat because he sacrificed his queen over here on the 13th move. Can you find that move that Tal plays here? So Tal here plays knight takes e6 and sacrifice of a knight. It's an attack on a queen. So first of all, Tal sacrificed a queen, and now he's willing to sacrifice his knight. Okay, so it's an attack on a queen. So first thing we are going to see is I am scared of Tal. I'm not going to take it. So I'm going to take this, move my queen to somewhere over here. Okay, so then Tal is just again going to smack this in front of you and say, now you have to take because this is 4. Okay, so now you take. What is the idea? There is a check over here. The queen needs to move. There is an attack on this bishop. This rook from h to e1 is coming, and this is just going to be bad position for you. This bishop pair is going to show you what and why bishop pairs are so powerful. Why Bobby Fischer just loved bishops more than knight, and this is a very sad position for this black king who has done nothing wrong but just and bad thing that he played against Tal, the greatest player of all time. So now after this, you have to really take this sacrifice, and now Tal is going to play this check. So yeah, there are two options. Either you can go over here, or you can play something like this also, but it will be just stupid. So you cannot play like this because it's a check. So you have to play this. So now, if you say, "Yeah, I'm gonna run on this side," yeah, I took the bishop. You can move over here. Then what? Then what? Now the question is, what is he going to play here? So in this position, Tal is going to play King B1. The question is, what are you going to move? As a black, what are you going to move? You say something like B4. Okay, you're going to play B4. I'm going to sack my knight. Okay, there's an attack on here. So you can play something like C4. Okay, over here. This C4 move. Yeah. I'm then just gonna develop this bishop over here. You say, what bishop? This is hanging, right? No. Attack on your queen. Where are you gonna move your queen? This queen has like very legitimate, very less squares that she can move on. And this rook is also coming. There's a double attack on here. This bishop pair is going to be active. What are you going to do? And this pawn is just one square away from promoting. And this is also a threat. This is just going to be bad position for this guy over if he tries to go to run over here. So what this guy decides is he's going to play this, and now Tal plays this. You have to move your king. You move your king over here, and now Tal takes this bishop finally, and now king cannot move over here. This pawn protecting this square, so you cannot come up over here. Also, you have to go over here. So he goes over here, and now Mikhail Tal, what is he going to do? This position is dead right now. No, he's going to develop this bishop over here, saying there is a threat of this. You have to move your queen right now. So after this, what happens in the game is black tries to say, yeah, this pawn is just giving me so much of threat, so I'm going to play this move. Yeah, I see your attack is here, but I can just move this, right? So after this move, what Tal here plays is rook h to e1. Now, what is the idea here? You are going to witness it very soon. This rook came from h to e1 with a purpose in its life, and the purpose is black is going to play b4. You have to move your knight over here, right? Right, Mr. Tal, your knight is under attack. You need to move your knight. And Tal says, do you know what is the purpose of my rook from h to e1? Do you know what is the purpose? The first of all, it is to sacrifice the rook. No, not sacrifice, just to bring your rook over here. You say, why? What is the rook doing over here? You asking me question. First of all, your knight is hanging, right? So, okay, knight has been taken. Now this push. Attack on and queen. Where are you going to move your queen? Okay, you need to go here, trying to threat mate in one. So yeah, Tal is not going to hang mate in one. He just develops over here. And now what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So he tries to bring his queen again, because what is queen doing here, right? Queen has to be part of some action. But after this, this is just like game over right now, because Tal plays this move, and then you know what is threat? If he plays something lazy, like suppose this is the threat. And now this is suppose if we play something lazy again, this is just a threat of mate over here, right? This is covered, this is covered. So this is a threat of mate, straight away a threat of mate. So what is he going to do? Is not this. This is not what happened in the game. So what happened after this is black realizes that this position is a kind of getting bad. So he just took this, sacrifices queen against him. I'll just take this and just leave me alone. But now, okay, this bishop was hanging, so he take this bishop, and now this rook is going to come from d to f, and this knight is really hanging right now. So what he says, ki yeah, if my knight is going to hang, I'm just gonna move back, and you can trade my rook for this, and let's see how are you going to promote this. But again, now in this position, Tal has to do something, and he has to convert this end game, right? He has to make it winning. He has to promote his pawn. What is he going to do to win this end game? So, what the move here, the Tal plays is very logical move that you might also find, which is Rook f8. You say the idea is if you take with the knight, I'm going to promote to a queen. So this is not going to happen, and you have to take with the rook. So I take with the take with this and promote to a queen. So what? I can take with the knight. And am I just upper knight, Mr. Tal? No, I'm going to attack you. And if you move it anywhere, it is going to be promoted. So you have to move your king over here, and then I take your knight to make a queen. I sacrifice my queen and just bring my king over here. This is 2-on-1, and this king is going to gobble all this pawn, and Tal is just going to win this end game. And this is the craziest game you would ever find. And this is just in crazy. I just witnessed this video today. It was just saved in my video folder for YouTube section over here. And today I was just kind of late coming from office over here. I just left office at 9 o'clock somewhat around, helping my friend to resolve some Java issues. And then I just was thinking, like, what should I post here? I was thinking about to post about Sindaro's video, but that the reason is that okay, Hikaru was winning that game, but Sindaro just Hikaru just lost due to some, I don't know what issue he had that time. He was not in a good shape at that moment. So it didn't happen well that time. So I just thought I will make a video on the best person of a people, people who loves the only guy who is Mikhail Tal. And someone just, I was messaging my one of my subscriber. He says he just said a very beautiful sentence that people love Magnus Carlsen. Okay, people love Magnus Carlsen. People try to watch Magnus Carlsen. People try to be Magnus Carlsen, but people really and really wants Mikhail Tal. people really loves Mikhail Tal. Why? Because everyone wants that brilliancy, right? Everyone wants that brilliancy. Mikhail Tal is a person who plays for the soul of people. He's the man, he's the culture. He's the chess culture. And if you have noticed ever, I was making a video on Mikhail versus Tal versus Botvinnik, right? And Mikhail was just a man of a crowd. He just wants to make crowd happy, and that is what we love about Mikhail Tal. We are going to look at more videos by Mikhail Tal currently. Till then, take care. Love you. Kajiga Bhavan. Share to the people who watch us. Just love you.